Something very strange is going on. That's right, the Dodgers made a surprising decision yesterday before their game against the Chicago White Sox. We get into exactly what that is in this edition of Dodgers Digest. Hey, it's Mike Nelson. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Myself, Brad J, will bring you everyday Dodger content, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. Of course, the Dodgers yesterday decided to give Mookie Betts a day off against, quite frankly, one of the worst teams in baseball, the Chicago White Sox. Of course, the Dodgers had no problem yesterday taking care of business at Dodger Stadium. No surprise there. We knew there was going to be some easy games in the schedule these last few weeks, and the Dodgers have been doing a great job getting the W's against the teams they got to beat. But yesterday, the big story was not on the field. It basically was before the game started. Dave Roberts revealed why Mookie Betts was out of the lineup against the White Sox, and he said that the shortstop is taking a mental day, and that was the reasoning for Mookie Betts being out of the game on Tuesday night. And that, of course, is a bit concerning, right? Because as we know, Mookie Betts has not had the best season so far offensively, but this also kind of starts to create some speculation on whether Mookie Betts is actually comfortable playing shortstop. Something that I think we have talked about before, but I don't know if we've kind of seen it like this, publicly. Does Mookie Betts really like playing shortstop? We know the Dodgers have kind of pushed him into playing shortstop. They have basically removed him from the outfield, his natural position. And maybe Mookie Betts just doesn't really feel comfortable with that. I mean, has it affected Mookie Betts in any way in his offensive output this year? I mean, I think it is a bit of a, challenge for a baseball player who, of course, came up as an outfielder to now become an everyday shortstop, because that's kind of what Mookie Betts is now for the Dodgers, right? He's a shortstop. He does not play in the outfield at all, and, that could be an issue. But this year has been a struggle for Mookie Betts offensively, hitting 175 in his last 20 games, striking out 12 times, and driving in only 9 runs in his last 80 at-bats. So it's definitely been a struggle for Mookie Betts during this 20-game stretch. And, what this article talks about a bit is Mookie Betts has had trouble hitting the breaking ball, right? Last year, he hit the breaking ball at a 250 average. This year, he's hitting it at 139. 139 when a breaking ball is thrown to Mookie Betts. Betts hits off-speed pitches at a 324 clip while hitting fastballs at a 299 average. That is, of course, for his career, but 139 with the breaking ball. So that's been, of course, the go-to pitch for all these pitchers throughout Major League Baseball that have faced Mookie Betts so far in the 2025 season. What does everybody think out there? What do you think about Mookie Betts and his struggles for to start off the 2025 year, especially these last 20 games, right? It has been a struggle these last 80 at-bats. Personally, I think Mookie Betts is going to be all right. I mean, I really think Mookie Betts, we have to continue to be confident that he is going to turn it around. I don't think it's time to panic by any means. I think the Dodgers have arguably an amazing lineup from top to bottom, right? It all starts with Shohei Ohtani at number 1. And, it goes all the way to number 9 with Ha-Seong Kim, right? I mean, it's a stacked lineup from start to finish. So if one of the guys is struggling, like Mookie is, Freddie had a tough day yesterday as well, it doesn't really matter, right? I mean, the Dodgers have so many other guys it could go to that it really doesn't matter that, other guys can pick up, the other guys, right? I mean, Shohei Ohtani has had 30 home runs to kick off the year, on pace to hit, over 60 home runs this season, which would be a Dodgers franchise record. Historic start for Ohtani in terms of the long ball, right? This guy is launching home runs like never before. The most so far in his, young baseball career to start off a season, right? So it has been a great start for Shohei Ohtani. No surprise there. Mookie Betts, like I said, has struggled at times, but it hasn't really affected the Dodgers in a sense, right? The Dodgers are still in first place, comfortably in first place, comfortably in the top 2 spots in the National League, with the possibility to finish number 1 in the National League as things are going. And, that's what makes the Dodgers just really don't have a lot of pressure right now, right? I mean, right now, the Dodgers are playing free. There is no pressure whatsoever for the Dodgers, although some guys, Michael Conforto, Mookie Betts, some of these guys are struggling, right? I mean, there is that. And Michael Conforto has struggled basically since day one, whereas Mookie Betts, it has been kind of off and on, right? Remember, he started off the year, having that terrible illness out in Japan, had to miss some games, and it was a rough start for Mookie Betts. He did very well offensively, but I just think the stamina over time definitely got to him, right? I mean, losing all that weight before the season started, I think, has, played a role here as well. It has taken a toll on Mookie Betts for sure, I think, having that illness. But like I said, I personally think that, Mookie Betts is going to be okay, right? I really think that everybody has to, take a chill pill here. And I think, I think it's going to be all right for Mookie. I mean, I think over time, it's just going to be obviously a gradual thing. He's going to have to slowly kind of get back to where he was before. But I think, you have to expect, when the playoffs come, you're going to depend or you're going to hope that Mookie Betts comes through, right? I think that's something that every Dodger fan out there has to kind of agree upon. But what does everybody think? Comment below. Dodgers right now, as we know, like I said, comfortably in first place. Basically, it seems like no trouble on the horizon, at least for the next two games, right? Tonight, tomorrow, White Sox again. This weekend, got the Astros coming to Dodger Stadium, July 4th, Friday. The 6 o'clock start. Saturday's a 4:15 national TV game, and Sunday, early game. But those are going to be tough games, right, against the Astros. But it's been the last few weeks pretty, comfortable, right? A lot of games that the Dodgers have been dominating and taking care of business, like yesterday. One of those games of the Dodgers, from the beginning, you knew had a good shot of blowing out the Chicago White Sox. And, you're thinking like tonight, Kershaw's going, and, everybody's going to be, of course, thinking about the strikeouts and all that. And you expect, the Dodgers to once again, take care of business, right? I mean, I think that's something that you expect the Dodgers to do today on Wednesday, right? I mean, and tomorrow as well. You expect the Dodgers to win these games against a team that's not going to go to the playoffs this year. They're on their way out again, and the Dodgers, as we know, are on to much bigger things this year. But, that's going to do it here for me today on Dodgers Digest. As always, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We got almost 8,000 of you. Myself, Brad, bring you everyday Dodger content. You got the Monday morning live streams. So, yeah, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And as always, let's go Dodgers. Woo!